Welcome back to Warrior Television for our final newscast of the 25-26 school year. I'm Juan Romero Sarraf.
And I'm Macaiah Dodd. Today, WTV brings you stories on prom night, state champion wrestling team, a look at the new baseball coach, new student programs, dual enrollment, and the Unified Talent Show.
We begin with one of the most anticipated events of the year, prom night at the Durham Museum. Oliver Levy and Luke Boyer take us inside the celebration.
This April, Westside High School hosted their annual prom. The Las Vegas theme brought out the roulette tables and poker players, and it culminated in a dance and eventual crowning.
When my name was announced, I was so shocked, actually. I looked out and I saw my friends cheering, which really made it awesome, but I didn't expect it at all.
Man, at first I didn't even hear it because the room was so loud, and then they started putting the crown on me and the sash, whatever it's called, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of fire. I wasn't expecting that.
All upperclassmen had an opportunity to vote to determine who the prom royalty would be.
I mean, it's really awesome that I know that all of my friends out there and all just the random people I have in my class chose to vote for me because, I don't know, it just really makes me know how great of friends they are and how great everyone at Westside has been.
It means I made a good amount of friends, I didn't make too many enemies. I got this aura about me, they like enough to vote me for prom king.
These seniors have had plenty of great experiences throughout their 4 years at Westside. Let's look back at some of their favorites.
I would probably have to say the sociology trip to the prison. That was super fun.
Probably throughout all my years at Westside, the sports I've been involved in and all my teammates and stuff, they've just been so much fun. Between basketball and soccer, game days and just locker room meetings before have been really fun, and I've made a lot of friends throughout those sports too, which has also been great.
That's all for this year's prom. For WTV, this is Luke Boyer.
The Westside girls wrestling team made history this season, bringing home a state title. Juan Romero Sarraf reports on their championship run.
Westside's girls wrestling team captured the Class A state championship at the CHI Health Center in Omaha on February 18th. The girls finished with 131 points and narrowly defeating Kearney, who finished second with 127.5. The championship was secured when senior Adeline Grazier won the 155-pound weight class, pinning Ashlyn Fire of Gretna in just 1 minute and 30 seconds.
My mentality going into state was just to stay calm and relaxed and really just have fun with it, not try to focus on winning or anything, but just have fun.
Westside placed 3 wrestlers on the podium, including Mira Vanderpool, who finished runner-up at 100 pounds, and Ireland Dyer, who finished runner-up at 135 pounds. Head coach Bob Mulligan knew the team title would be a tight race.
We had 2 girls who took a tough loss day one that won 5 matches on the backside with pretty much all pins, both to get third, which was huge points for us. And then obviously Addie closing the door with the state championship to win it for us was pretty awesome.
Coach Mulligan said the team battled through early challenges before rallying late in the tournament. The only state gold medal champion was Grazier.
So, going in, we didn't have the best draws bracket-wise. We knew it was going to be a really tough road to, be able to achieve things. So we didn't have the best day 2. We had a kind of a rough first and second round, or day 1, sorry. And then come back on a Wednesday, we just knew that we needed to be pretty darn near perfect, and we were. Our biggest round was kind of the semifinals / the blood round, where we went 6 for 6 with 5 pins. And it just kind of shows the determination and the grit of the girls. Just having them go through, like I said, the whole message to them was just, we're the best team in the state and we need to kind of act like it moving forward.
Grazier said winning the title during her senior year made the moment even more meaningful.
It felt pretty good knowing that I achieved my goals, and then just knowing that I sealed the deal for our team was really huge, and just knowing that I did it for the girls was really big.
The championship marks another milestone for the growing Westside girls wrestling program. In just 5 years, the team has earned 2 state championships and 2 runner-up finishes, continuing to build a strong tradition in the sport.
I definitely feel like this year was better than the rest, just because it's my senior year and then like everyone did so well and we got our like goal of being state champs.
Westside has several returning medalists and could win another state championship next year. For WTV, this was Juan Romero Sarraf.
On the diamond, a new leader is emerging for Westside baseball. Hunter Veilopek introduces us to head coach Jason Chalky and his impact on the team.
6,000 people. There's a new face taking the reins this season for the Westside baseball team. Last fall, Westside announced that Jason Shockey would become the new head coach for the Warriors starting in the summer, coming over from Bellevue West. Shockey was named the head coach prior to last season, but had to finish out his last year with the Thunderbirds, leading them to a district finals where they lost to eventual state runner-up Miller North. Shockey brings a wealth of experience as both a player and a coach. He holds the Class A record for season batting average, hitting .621 with Ralston in 1999. Shockey then started his coaching career at Iowa Western, then went to be the assistant coach at Creighton until 2015, where he went to go coach Bellevue West for the past decade before coming to Westside. Shockey's experience as a player helps him understand the emotions of his players both on and off the field.
The bottom line is I try as much as I possibly can to connect with our guys, outside the game of baseball, but also inside. And I haven't played in 20 some odd years, and just trying to kind of help them as much as I possibly can go through, what their process is when they see the ball, what they're looking for, the approach at the plate. I mean, different things that I kind of did back in the day.
Coach Shockey has a long history with Westside, watching his father coach the Warriors while he was younger.
My dad coached here with Coach Greco for 9 or 10 years, and I had a chance to come watch some games and see some really, really good teams play.
Coach Shockey has also brought along his son CJ with him to Westside. CJ is excited to start his new opportunity with his dad and the Warriors.
We've been just grinding since day one. Ever since I got over here in the summer, we've been ready to go and just looking forward to this day tomorrow. So
Shockey has brought a new culture to Westside, which has been apparent both on and off the field for both the players and the coaching staff.
He brings that family environment. I've never felt I never felt so at home around a group of guys like I do here at Westside. So he's definitely brought in that family and team mentality all together.
He's really changed the culture, really gotten us going, and he just really just helps us win and just helps us be better in every way.
And although this is the first year for Coach Shockey, he doesn't see it as a rebuilding year, only an opportunity to get better for the future.
I've been told quite a bit that it's going to take a year and a half, 2 years to kind of get our system in play and all of those different things. And for me, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, are we going to win every game? Obviously not. But it's very, very challenging for me to tell a Ben Weiss or a Liam Cronican or a Charlie Maskey hey, this is kind of a rebuilding year, because I don't buy that. I don't buy that because of the effort that they've put in the last 3 years to this great place, and we want to get after it now. We want to go out and compete at a high level, and that's kind of our expectation, to go out and get after it as much as we possibly can.
Shockey's opportunity for his first win in a Westside uniform will come against Millard West, but Shockey and the Warriors are ready for the long season ahead.
We want our culture to be that winning culture, and we want our guys to go out and kind of take ownership of that and bounce around as much as they possibly can in practice, and be kind of a fun brand of baseball to watch, to where it's, we're getting on and off the field, we're hustling, we're doing things, we're filling up the zone, we're pitching strikes and aggressive at the plate and getting down the line, and just little things like that I think translate hopefully to wins. That's a very big part of it, and we did a lot of stuff in the off season as far as getting together on Sundays and meeting and talking about the brand of baseball that we want to play, and just kind of the energy we want to bring back here, and the guys have done a really good job of doing that.
From WTV, I'm Hunter Veilopek.
Get it! 1 out 3. What to do? Win.
Westside's unified program took center stage with a special talent show celebrating inclusion and community. Luke Boyer and Oliver Levy takes us inside the event.
The Westside Unified program offers a wide range of experiences to connect those with and without intellectual disabilities. One of the main events they produce is the Unified Talent Show.
Really, the talent show, what I describe it as is kind of like our state championship. It's like our big project for the year where we really let our students go on stage and shine and have their moment, because sometimes they just are not always given that opportunity.
The Unified Club participants all contribute to the talent show in unique ways.
I was hosting with Elliot. Well, we did make jokes a lot. We just followed the script.
Getting everybody signed up. So I send out a Google form, make sure everybody signs up that wants to be part of the program.
Participating in it, and then helping students get backstage, and then practicing beforehand, and that was really it.
As you'd assume, such a big event takes a large amount of preparation.
We started 2 to 3 weeks before the talent show. We learned our dance, at least for the dance battle, and then we practiced it.
I'd go and hang out with Ellie during the weekday, and we'd practice. So I'd say a month, yeah.
Members of the club had different favorite events.
Big acts, 26.
Henry's jokes are always amazing.
An act where one of our students acted out a scene from Zootopia 2, which was a lot of fun.
But one stood out in particular.
Eden's, she did taekwondo, so that was pretty cool. She broke boards, she did her skit, I guess, yeah.
Eden, she did a karate thing. I don't know. It was really cool. She was earning her belt or something. I don't know how to describe it, but it was really unique. We've never had anything like that before. And
so for the first time ever, we had a taekwondo act from Eden Carl, which was really cool. I cry every year, to be honest, and I never know which ones are going to do it. And that one, for some reason, made me tear up. And I was was shocked to myself. I'm like, why am I crying right now? But for something about it, it was just so cool to me, because we've never had something like that.
Emotions were prevalent throughout the various performances, especially for the seniors we talked to.
Yeah, it made me cry. It was sad, but it was bittersweet.
And I don't know, I love the Unified Talent Show. It's my favorite thing that we do in the Unified Club. And so, I don't know, it was just being a part of it, and it being the last one, it was really emotional, and a lot of tears were had at the end, but it was really fun.
The Unified Club is welcoming any members interested in joining and can reach out to Mr. Kozad for further information. For WTV, this was Luke Boyer and Oliver Levy.
Students at Westside are getting a head start on college through a program that offers double the credits in a single class. Will Mahan has the story.
Imagine being a high school student while also being able to get college credits. Well, that is the case for many WHS students who have been in one or more of the 20 dual enrollment classes here at Westside. Tara Netafee shares more about what dual enrollment is.
We actually have a lot of opportunities with Metro Community College with dual enrollment classes. There's more than 20 each semester that are offered, and outside of the high school, you can take classes on your own at Metro Community College as well.
Westside students are also able to go to the Career Academy, which involves having a half day at Westside, then going to one of Metro's many campuses to work on a prospective career.
And then your classes start between 12:30 and 1, depending on the program, and that gives you time to get to the other campus. You're responsible for getting yourself there. There's no transportation provided, and then you do your classes in the afternoon.
For classes that are dual credit, they give students both high school and college credits.
There's no extra work. You just get that same credit as you're going through your class.
This is the 4th year that the Career Academy, along with other Metro classes, are free for high school students.
There was leftover COVID money at the federal and state levels, and so Metro decided to take that money that was given to them and turn it into free tuition for high school students. Our Board of Governors renewed it for this year again, and we were excited and happy about that.
MCC comp teacher Chase Martin needs to make sure to keep a close eye on ensuring that he is getting all the students to meet the requirements for both schools.
The main thing that I have anxiety about with it is just making sure I'm crossing all the boxes that I need to for MCC, for Metro, and for Nebraska Wesleyan, and for the institutions that we're in cahoots with.
To be able to teach a dual enrollment class, the teacher has to have at least a master's degree in whatever subject that they're teaching.
You have your bachelor's and your teaching degree, and you can teach most courses here, but if you want to teach at a higher level, a master's is going to be at least the starting point to get you in the door there.
AP classes and dual enrollment classes are about the same difficulty, but dual enrollment classes have a bit different learning structure.
But I do teach AP Lang and Comp as well, and they feel very similar in the structure of the class, except for with AP you're teaching towards a test ideally, and that's the AP exam at the end of the year.
Students who want to know more can easily reach out to Tara or her partner Ethan Schaefer via email to get any questions they may have answered.
The school is amazing that they gave me an email address because it makes that communication with students so much smoother. I help students figure out how things will transfer because we know not everybody is going to go to Metro, but we know that those classes will transfer, and they do transfer in-state, out-of-state. Most schools will accept our credits.
Either out chasing stories or in the studio, this has been Mahan with WTV.
A new course at Westside is helping students manage stress and build mental skills for success. Juan Romero Sarraf has more.
As academic and extracurricular demands continue to grow, students at Westside High School are learning techniques designed to improve focus, reduce stress, and strengthen mental performance through a course called Mindset Mastery. The course is co-taught by instructors Gary Moravec and Kirk Henningsen and focuses on helping students develop mental skills they can apply both in school and in everyday life.
I think students are overwhelmed and there's way too much on their plate right now. And how do they manage that? Sports have expanded the amount of time that they spend. Dance has spent more time than they used to. The show choir, chess club, bowling team, everybody is having to spend more time. So I think there's a lot of stressors, a lot of overwhelm, and these tools help people to deal with that and find the space that they need to get brain breaks, as well as how do they manage to deal with the stress that's happening right then.
The course introduces 11 research-based mental performance tools rooted in neuroscience and behavioral science. Moravec says the strategies help students understand how their brain responds to stress and how habits can be built over time.
Those things are things that have been proven through science that work and manage to change your brain. So, for example, I'm certified as a neuroscience coach, so understanding how the brain works are embedded into some of those 11 tools. So when students start to say, this isn't a character flaw, it's just how my brain is operating, but this is how I can rewire my brain.
Throughout the semester, students build what Moravec calls a personal toolbox, choosing techniques that help them stay calm, focused, and productive, both in school and in activities outside the classroom.
Yeah, I found myself more focused in classes when before I did it, I was usually trying to keep my eyes open, but I found out I do homework a lot easier, and sports I'm able to pay attention, focus, and just make better plays.
Students say the skills they learn in the class help them balance the growing demands of academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities.
As a dancer, it's just you against everything. So it's your mindset and your training, and that's the two things that you can rely on when you go out on that stage. So using your mindset, if you have a negative mindset, you are setting yourself up for failure.
Teachers say the goal of Mindset Mastery is to give students tools they can use long after high school, helping them manage stress and perform at their best in whatever path they choose. From WTV, this was Juan Romero Sarraf.
Westside students also showcased their skills at the Educators Rising State Conference. Macaiah Dodd has no details.
Westside students recently traveled to the Nebraska Ed Rising State Conference in Kearney, where future educators from across the state competed, presented projects, and shared their passion for teaching.
I competed in interactive bulletin boards at a middle school level, and me and Savannah, we created a bulletin board based off of voting.
I competed in the interactive bulletin board for the middle school level with Hadley Hoagland, and I competed in Insider Schools with Yasmin.
Alright, so I did a PSA in teacher recruitment with Macaiah.
Warriors spent weeks preparing for their events, developing presentations, researching careers in education, and practicing their skills before competing at the state level.
And it was kind of stressful, but it looked good, so it was fine.
And we had to record a video a couple weeks in advance, but then our whole script and everything, we did it the morning of and practice it going in.
The conference brought together aspiring educators from schools across Nebraska, giving students the opportunity to showcase their work, learn from one another, and connect with others who share the same goal.
It's really cool meeting other teachers because especially like at our school, it's like most people don't want to go into education. So being there, I got to see a lot of other educators, and I even got to meet some people who I'm going to go to college with, which is really cool, and I'm very excited about that.
I've always wanted to be a teacher for like a couple years now, so it's kind of just broadened my interest in it.
It made me like happy to see so many different like people wanting to be teachers, and especially like because I talked to some freshmen and sophomores, so they knew at an early age they wanted to be teachers.
For Westside's Educators Rising chapter, the state conference wasn't just about competition. It was about celebrating future educators and continuing the journey towards careers that shape the next generation. Several Westside students also placed in the top 3 in their events, highlighting the dedication and preparation behind their work.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Macaiah Dodd.
The Future Warriors got a preview of high school life as 8th grade students visited Westside. Luke Boyer reports.
Last week, Westside middle schoolers made the trip up to the high school to get a feeling of what their new school experience will be like. Principal Dr. J. Dostal has more on what this experience was like.
It was really a first-time opportunity for rising 9th graders to come over, kind of get a tour of the building, get acclimated to how the building is set up. We really just wanted to celebrate them, welcome them into the building, have them a little fun in a pep rally, but also get a little bit of information and just get them excited about coming to high school.
The middle schoolers got to spend 3 hours exploring the high school, talking to different teachers, touring the building, and more. Let's hear from Dr. Dostal on what exactly their day was like.
Yeah, so when they first came here, they were either in the auditorium or room 220, and they had a talk with our counselors just about what the modular schedule is and what they can expect from it. After that, they were given tours by our staff members and some of the 8th grade teachers that came over with them. And then after that, they ended in the main gym with a pep rally.
As Dr. Dostal mentioned, the middle schoolers got to experience a pep rally to be immersed in the culture of Westside athletics. Dr. Dostal shares more about this event.
Well, that was completely driven by our Red Shield. We really wanted our student leaders to be able to talk to the students, give them some advice and some feedback from their time at Westside to help prepare them. So they're the ones who came up with the games. They're the ones who said, you know, we want to get the t-shirt cannon out because they're going to see that at football games. They just wanted to be able to show that we do have fun at Westside, and I thought it was a pretty unique addition to it, something we've never done before.
The middle schoolers are looking forward to their new school experience in the upcoming school year. For WTV, this is Luke Boyer.
That wraps up our final newscast of the school year. Thank you for joining us.
For more WTV stories, visit our YouTube channel and search Warrior Television. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next year and have a great summer.